because I was feeling enthusiastic for another what the shit have I been spending my money on, Sarah, you have a problem, damn it video. And this is basically all the stuff that I've ordered, or that I ordered pre-Christmas that has now arrived, including me wearing another top that doesn't really fit properly. So it's good. Most of this one is books and like witchy books, so I'm going to try and break that up a bit with some of just the other stuff that I ordered that has recently graced my doorstep. My enthusiasm for today did not include putting on makeup, for which I refuse to apologise. So there we go. It's sort of actually tangentially related to something that's in here, so we'll do that. The first two things that I want to talk about are two books that I ordered because they were recommended by Dan. And Dan is a viewer. Hello, Dan. You watching, Dan? You there? Are you uncomfortable? I'm uncomfortable. Anywho, if you'd like that treatment, please do drop a recommendation in the comments and I will endeavour to get hold of it. I did actually order more than one or two books actually. These are just the ones that have arrived that Dan recommended. These are based on my private series reviews, so these are other like teen fiction books with a witchy theme. So first we have the Salem Witch Tryouts with this lady on the cover. This is by Kelly McClymer. Which is published by Simon & Schuster, who I think published the private series. This appears to be another like teen witch thing, where someone moves to Salem and she discovers that she's a witch, but also a cheerleader. So it's sort of, I guess, kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm excited to read that. I love a fluffy teen read. This seems a little bit akin to the private series. We've got this kind of like plaid looking cover with the charm bracelet. This is Rhymes with Witches by Lauren Miracle, who has apparently written another book in this series, but I think on Goodreads I was informed this one came first. So this is sort of Mean Girls with Witches. Yeah, and she falls in with like a gorgeous group of girls who have a dark secret. So very similar to Private. I'll be giving that a read. I've ordered some other ones as well, but like I said, those are the two that arrived before this video. Thank you, Dan, once again for your recommendations. I'm sorry, I'll stop being scary. The second thing is boring because it's socks, but I wanted to share it with you because look how they came. Just a shrink-wrapped slab of socks. I bought these from eBay on auction because I needed some new like comfy woolly socks. The best woolly socks that I ever owned came from this box at a car boot sale. She just had like thousands of pairs of them and it was like 3 pairs for £1. I have worn those continuously for like, well, I have washed them, but you know what I mean. They're my favourite socks. I've been wearing them like over and over again for like 3 years and they've only just developed holes, but these look like a fair substitute. They're kind of Nordic patterns, kind of Fair Isle. Those are £4.50 for like 5 pairs from auction, but I was just tickled by the way that they came because that's weird. Other books, I believe this, The Once and Future Witches, was recently included in an Illumicrate or a Fairy Loot. I feel like it was Illumicrate, which I don't get, but I saw it on Instagram and I just had to read the book. So this is by Alex E. Harrow, and the blurb is this: in 1893, there's no such thing as witches. There used to be in the wild, dark days before the burnings began, but now witching is nothing but tidy charms and nursery rhymes. If the modern woman wants any measure of power, she must find it at the ballot box. But when the Eastwood sisters, James Juniper, Agnes Amaranth and Beatrice Belladonna, join the suffragists of New Salem, they begin to pursue the forgotten words and ways that might turn the women's movement into the witches' movement. Stalked by the shadows and sickness, hunted by forces that will not suffer a witch to vote, and perhaps not even to live, the sisters will need to delve into the oldest magics, draw new alliances, and heal the bond between them if they want to survive. There's no such thing as witches, but there will be. I was really captivated by this, but the beautiful cover, which once again will be backwards to you guys. Buy me a better camera. I can only apologise so many times. But it looks great. I got the hardback version of this for £4.50 on eBay again. The buy it now was like £18 and the bid price was like £4.50, so I bid and then I won. So I love when that happens. But I can't wait to dive into this. It just looks so good and I can't wait to read it. Another non-book item is this. This was ordered prior to Christmas, but has only just arrived. It is a very cheap silicone mould of gingerbread men. Why am I showing this to you? It has a witchy purpose. I use moulds like this to make wax melts, but I thought it would be kind of cool to make those, I don't know if they have a name, fat balls. I'll say it again because it's fun. Fat balls. It's like seeds and like melted lard that you mix together and you make like balls out of, or if you're in like primary school you put it in like yogurt pots, and then you like hang them upside down like bells. Is this something that only I did? But birds eat them, and I thought it would be cool to make man-shaped ones because you could kind of use them like edible poppets, and you could put like your intent into them, maybe like write a name in pencil on a little piece of paper and stick that in there, and then you could hang them up with string, and as the birds like pecked at them and took all the seeds away, it might, you know, take that person out of your life bit by bit, or, you know, scatter them elsewhere, like tear them apart. Or, you know, you could put lots of different intents into these, even to the point of like using them for fertility spells because of all the seeds in them, which are going to get like scattered in bird poop all over the countryside and grow into new flowers. So in a spur of creative interest, I ordered this. It was about £3. It finally came. It took like 2 months because, you know, the situation. And yeah, I'm excited to make those, although it is now coming up to spring, so that might have to wait until next winter. But I thought that could be like a fun Sabbath activity. I always forget to do fun Sabbath activities. My Imbolc for this year was just me going outside, forgetting that it was Imbolc and going, oh look, the snowdrops are out. And that was literally it. So this has arrived now. I can use it. Something else that I really keenly awaited was Black Magic Volume 3. I pre-ordered this before Christmas. I reviewed the first 2 volumes, and this is very shiny. This is a graphic novel by Greg Rucka, and I love it. I love the first 2 issues. I've been waiting for the collected Volume 3 to come out since last year. I'm so excited to get to read this. So this finally came. This was like £11 from Amazon. I had pre-ordered it and it just showed up at my house after I'd forgotten about it. So very excited for that. Something else, which was just an eBay lucky find. The Rites and Rituals of Traditional Witchcraft by Tony Steele. Very bright sunshine all of a sudden. Gah, it's England. I had this in my wanting to buy it list on eBay, watch list. And occasionally if you have something in your list on eBay and the seller changes the price, it will send you a thing like, this is a special offer just for you, and it's gone to like everyone who's watching it. But this went from like £12 to £5.99, postage included. And I purchased it literally 2 seconds after that came through because I was just kind of enamoured with, you know, wanting to read about it. And it says, this book describes the magical workings and beliefs of a branch of traditional witchcraft carried out by the pagan Frisk, and surviving into the present day, the construction and use of megaliths and ley lines or lines of power, how to tap into the dragon or serpent power latent in the earth, the magical alphabet runes, lore and deities. And yeah, I just hadn't seen this book anywhere previously and thought, with my interest in traditional witchcraft, I might give it a look. That was a good offer. And here we have non-book related items. These are beauty items, sort of. I recently had to repurchase this, which is dusty. I had to buy it from Amazon. It was £2 and I didn't pay for delivery because I ordered it via someone who has Prime, because who wants to pay £4 to have something delivered? I originally bought this from Sainsbury's but can't get it there anymore because pandemic, staying indoors, you know. It's sensitive shave cream with baobab, oat and willow herb. Very fancy. I think it's like a £3 tube or £2 on Amazon. I shave my face. I have a hairy chin. It's hormonal. Lots of people have it. Why are you looking at me like that? Dan! But I use this because it's the only one that doesn't break me out. As you can see, it's got, well, maybe you can't see because the camera's not very good, but I used like a satin care shaving foam on my face and it broke me out like no one's business. I had to get more of this. It's super moisturising. It's basically like a thick white moisturising cream with a very light smell to no smell. You use a teeny bit of it, shave your face. It leaves your face so soft and smooth. I never get a rash. I never get a breakout. it is literally the best thing. And although it's described as man's best friend, I think anyone can use it who wants to shave their face. So that's pretty useful. Other thing, I stopped buying Lush shampoo bars. I've been using Lush shampoo bars since 2013, I think, when a friend introduced me to Lush. I just like shampoo bars. They're so convenient. You can just take them anywhere, you know, when you're allowed to go places. And also I find that they're quite good value for money. But usually I stock up when I go to see Vanda in Bristol because we don't have a Lush around here. And Lush bars, like, the delivery charges for like ordering from online is like half the price of the bar itself. So that's not great. Also, I started thinking about Lush as a company and find some things out about them, and now I don't really want to buy from them anymore. So I was looking for a cheaper alternative from a different company that was still, you know, good for like vegans, against cruelty to animals, all of that stuff, but also that was SLS free, because I have really sensitive skin and the SLS in the Lush shampoo bars was causing a lot of eczema, and I thought, yeah, I'll just stop using those. So the ones that I was buying were like these rectangular ones that just kind of looked like soap, and they refused to lather. They left my hair really like oily and lank, and I ended up having to use like bottled shampoo that belonged to somebody else. So then I started looking for ones which were sort of circular, and they look like they're made up of all these little hundreds and thousands that have been like squished together. And I found these. So these are by Bath, Bubble and Beyond. They come in like a little cardboard box. Bath, Bubble and Beyond is like a UK based wholesale company, and this is, I think it should say on here somewhere, it's SLS free, and it's like suitable for vegans, animal cruelty free. You can buy these on Amazon and on eBay from lots of different people because they're a wholesaler, but it just looks like your normal bar with all these like squiggly bits in it. I think that's like how the surfactant comes, the stuff that actually cleans your hair, what would be like SLS in most products. But I've been using these since the first lockdown, like last February. You can order them like 2 for $5.99, and I usually do that. They come in like lots of different ones. This is I Should Cocoa. I've also used the Mint Sorcery one, which is for like extra cleaning, Citrus Paradise, Blondie. The only one I didn't like was the coconut one. I think it's called Bounty Hunter. I found that one left my hair like too greasy, so I think that's for like drier hair than mine. But yeah, SLS free, half the price of a Lush shampoo bar. You can order it online super easily. Range of scents is really good. They last a really long time. It's just like a really good product. I really like it, so can recommend. On to the last things. So these are some books that I ordered because I was running low on novels. I do not have that problem anymore because I have so many. So starting with this one, this is The Whitby Witches by Robin Jarvis. I think this is the first one in the Whitby Witches trilogy. When I was a teenager, people used to read these, like the teenage girls who were like into books and into horror read these. They're quite good, and I kind of wanted to revisit them and read the first one and review it, so I've got that. I also got the next one in the Bailey Kate's Magical Bakery Mystery Series, Charms and Chocolate Chips. So I have to say I wasn't hugely impressed by the second one, but I feel like I'm going to have a better time with this one, and also it appears to be in larger print. The first one felt like it took for... The second one did feel like it took for ages to read because it was in such small print, but this feels like it'll be a bit more relaxing. I'm not blind. I just don't like, you know, teeny tiny print. This one was a random find, The Lost Book of Salem. I think it's also published as something else. I forget what it's called. But this says Family Secret: A Centuries Old Curse by Catherine Howe. And it says, while clearing out her grandmother's cottage for sale, Connie Goodwin finds a parchment inscribed with the name Deliverance Dane. I think it was published as like the Deliverance Diary, her book of Deliverance Dane, something like that. And so she steps into a mystery that dates from 1692 in Salem in the infamous witchcraft trials. Nothing is entirely as it seems, and when Connie unearths the existence of Deliverance Dane's spellbook, the physic book, the situation takes on a menacing edge as interested parties reveal their desperation to find this precious artifact at any cost. Not sure if it's going to be about witchcraft, but the cover looked interesting, and these were all like super cheap secondhand on eBay, like £2, £3. So I ordered that. I also ordered Sophie Nichols' The Dress. This was, it came up on BorrowBox as an audiobook, and I have trouble listening to like audiobooks of stories. I prefer like memoirs and children's books on audiobook because I can't really focus on them. But this drew my attention. It says, Fabia Moreno comes to York with passion, a daughter and a secret. Her passion is vintage clothing, and she soon sets up a dress shop, bringing new sparkle to the women of the town. Her daughter is Ella, bright but shy and entirely unsuspecting that love might be on the horizon. Her secret, long buried but never forgotten, is what might bring her newfound happiness crashing down. The uplifting and magical digital bestseller, now with additional content from the author. So this seems like a little bit chocolat, a little bit magical realism. I thought it's quite short, it was quite cheap, I'll give that a go. I dropped it. While I was searching for that, I found another book by Sophie Nichols, which was clearly sold by the works at some point. But this is Miss Mary's Book of Dreams, A Dream, a Bookshop and a Little Touch of Magic. I love a book about a bookshop. And this says, Ella runs happily ever after, a bookshop nestled in the cobbled streets of York. She's a wife, a mother and a successful novelist, but something is missing. One day, a strange girl comes into Ella's shop. Bryony is shy and unsure, but Ella feels an immediate connection to her. With the help of one very special book and a little touch of magic, can these women help each other find the fairy tale endings they've been searching for? So this reminds me of Sarah Addison Allen, who wrote First Frost, The Sugar Queen, and whatever the first one was called, I forget. So those kind of look good for like a chick litty read. Add those onto the shelf because I have a lot of kind of fantasy, dark urban fantasy books left, and I feel like this balances it back the other way. A little bit more variety. That is everything that I have purchased in the last couple of months, except for this box, which rattled alarmingly when I picked it up. This is the first of my small business hauls, which is going to be in a separate video, but this has arrived and I'm going to be filming that soon, probably right after this, so if I'm wearing the same shirt, you know, don't shoot me. But I am going to be doing some small business hauls, so if you have like small UK-based witchy businesses that you want to recommend, that you'd like to see me try products from, drop those into the description. I did put up a tweet on Twitter, but I feel like I got a lot of non-witchy recommendations, including one for bulk rice from Nigeria. So if you'd like to see me unbox that, let me know. Apparently it's chaff-free and can be bought in any quantity. So, you know, tune in later for my rice unboxing. And in the meantime, drop any recommendations for books or bookstores that you'd like to see me try out, and let me know if you are enjoying these videos. They do feel kind of random, but the last one did quite well by videos on my channel, and I thought it'd be nice because you can get some quick book recommendations, like books that I haven't read yet but that you might be interested in reading before I spoil them in my reviews. So with that in mind, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!